Okay, so Claressa Shields is back in everybody's mouth again. And no, not because of boxing. Well, sort of because of boxing, but mostly because she went live and said something that the internet grabbed and ran with so fast, she probably didn't even see it coming. Say, a new clip surfaced, obtained by Live by Tez, and the second it started making rounds on Instagram, people were already in the comment section acting a fool. Claressa was on live looking cute. Black headband, pink and black polka dot matching set, bust-down jewelry, clearly feeling herself. She's talking to her viewers, engaging, doing what she does, normal live stream stuff. Then somebody in the comments asked about Papoose. Where is he? And Claressa didn't even blink. She fired right back. That's where he at. Pap gone be upstairs and at the fight and ringside cheering for his boo, like he always is. A hello? And that was it.
Talking about from where Pap at. Y'all be saying he upstairs. He'll be at the fight!
That was the moment done. The clip went everywhere. Now listen, on its own. That's just a woman talking about her man. Nothing crazy about that. But the Dolby way she said it, the urgency in her voice, the fact that she felt like she needed to announce his location to strangers on the internet, that's what gave people pause. Because when you're happy and secure in your relationship, you don't usually feel the need to do a play-by-play of where your boyfriend is. You just don't. And people noticed. The comment section did not go easy on her. Instagram user at She Pays the Cost 2 BFOS wrote, Pap left a boss for a basket case. What is going on? User at Erica Lachey 27 said, of course he will be there. WTF else he got to do. And at Ahamir Joseph came through with, at this point, this has to be a skit. One commenter even said they were third-hand embarrassed watching the whole thing. Third hand. Not even second hand. Third. That is a lot of layers of embarrassment for one live stream clip. But before we go any further, we gotta back all the way up. Because if you don't know the full story here, none of this is going to hit the way it should. And the backstory? Chilly. It is a low T. So first, who is Claressa Shields outside of all this personal stuff? She is a two-time Olympic gold medalist. She went to London in 2012, won gold. Went back to Rio in 2016, won gold. Again, making her the first American boxer, man or woman, to win back-to-back Olympic golds. She turned professional and has not lost a single fight, not one. As recently as February of this year, she won by unanimous decision over Franchon Cruz Desern at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. She also locked in what was reported as an $8 million multi-fight deal, the biggest contract in the history of women's boxing, with a $3 million signing bonus. So, on paper, this woman is untouchable in terms of what she's accomplished. But her personal life keeps stepping right in front of all of that. And it's been doing it for over a year. Here's how this whole thing started. Back in December 2024, Remy Ma, Papoose's wife, yes, wife, they were still legally married, went on social media and blew the lid off the whole situation. She came out accusing Papoose of cheating on her with Claressa Shields, and she didn't just say it. She leaked what she claimed were actual text messages between Papoose and Claressa. She went on Instagram and put everything out there for the entire internet to dig through. It was loud, it was messy, and it got everybody talking overnight. Papoose didn't sit quiet. He fired back, claiming Remy had been in a secret relationship with battle rapper Easy the Block Captain. So now you've got both of them going back and forth publicly. Two people who had been celebrated for years as one of the most loyal couples in hip-hop. Papoose rode for Remy through a 6-year prison sentence. They got married in 2008. They had a daughter together. VH1 had them on Love and Hip Hop as this example of real love. And now it's all unraveling online in front of everybody who ever rooted for them. Papoose filed for divorce in May 2025. cited irreconcilable differences and accused Remy of cheating. That same month, Claressa went on The Breakfast Club and finally spoke on everything. She said she and Papoose first crossed paths at the Shakur-Stevenson fight in July 2024. She said he walked up to her and shook her hand, and her first thought was, and I'm quoting her here, "Who the first shakes hands?" She laughed about it, said she ended up inviting him to one of her fights in Detroit. They started spending real time together, and it turned into something genuine. She told the hosts they talk every single day, FaceTime when they're apart, and she was fully confident in what they had built. And honestly, that part was fine. Two people fell for each other, even if the timing was messy. That happens. But then things kept escalating. By September 2025, they showed up together on their first red carpet at the MTV VMAs. October, they were at CultureCon in Brooklyn together. Claressa posted for their 1-year anniversary and called him her rock. Said he carried her through the good days and the hard ones. She also went on live at some point and said she's submissive to him. Her exact words, "I may have the muscles and I may know how to fight, but I'm very submissive to my man." That clip went viral separately. People had a whole other conversation just about those few seconds. And through every single one of those moments, there was always a portion of the internet sitting right underneath every post, reminding everybody of the same thing. Papoose still was not legally divorced from Remy. While all of this was happening, the divorce was filed. Yes, but it was not finished. So every anniversary caption, every My Rock post, every live where Claressa's talking about how happy she is, it was all happening while this man was technically still married to someone else. And that fact never went away. Now fast forward to a few weeks ago, because this is where the most recent chapter started. Remy Ma stepped back into the conversation, not with a post, not with an interview, not by arguing with anybody online. She handled it the way rappers handle things. She put it in a verse. Remy hopped on the Bronx remix of Ever Since You Left Me for 4 shooters only. Alongside French Montana and Max B, they shot the whole video outside on a New York City block. Remy came through in full Knicks gear, multiple iced-out chains on bold orange and black hair, spitting her freestyle into a hanging mic while a crowd gathered around watching. The whole setup looked good. People were tuned in just from the energy, but it wasn't the visuals that broke the internet. It was what she said. Remy dropped this line, "Always the one, never the two," told him. "Find something stupid to play with. He picked you." And then a little later in the verse, "I went fox on a whack bee, asterisk, 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 asterisk." No names called, no direct tags, nothing that could be locked down as a confirmed shot at a specific person. And yet the entire internet knew exactly who those bars were pointed at. The reaction was immediate. The Shade Room posted the clip and the comments went off. Some people were cheering Remy on, saying she kept it classy by putting it in the music instead of beefing on Instagram. Others said she needs to focus on moving forward, but a big chunk of the comments weren't even debating whether the bars were aimed at anyone. They already had Claressa's name typed out before she even responded. And look, you don't need Remy to confirm anything when the situation has been this public and this recent. The whole internet has been watching this story play out for 1.5 years. So when she raps, "Find something stupid to play with, he picked you," in 2026, while the divorce still isn't done, while Claressa is posting anniversary pictures and going live about where Pap is going to be standing during her fights, people aren't making a stretch to connect those dots. The dots are already connected. Then Claressa did respond. Someone online told her she was looking pressed over Remy's verse, and Claressa pushed back, said she wasn't pressed about anything. But her response just opened it up wider, because the comments under THAT post came in even harder. One person wrote, "If someone got called stupid in a rap but no names were mentioned, I wouldn't think it was about me, because I'm not stupid. Let that sink in. Another person typed, a hit dog gonna holler every time. Those two comments got thousands of likes within hours. When the internet latches onto something that fast and that unanimously, that's where the crowd is landing. And I want to be fair here, because the other side of this is real too. Claressa has been handling non-stop rumors about this relationship since before it even became official. People made up a story that she and Papoose broke up. Completely false. She had to go post a video of herself eating at his mama's house to show people they were fine. She captioned it, "Stop lying. Me and my man at his mama house eating victory dinner that she cooked for me."
A victory meal for my mama-in-law.
Your food. You want to say?
We got.
I see I gotta start checking y'all lies. A picture of a diamond ring she had on started circulating, and people swore Papoose proposed to her. She had to explain that the ring was from a previous relationship. She literally said, "Papoose hasn't proposed yet." She even put the "Y yet" in caps. Then when both Papoose and Remy separately appeared in videos filmed at the same mink store, people started saying he spent the holidays with his estranged wife. Claressa had to address that one too. So yes, she has genuinely been dealing with a wave of rumors, some true, some made up, and she has been putting out fires back to back for over a year. That part is not exaggerated, but here's what I keep coming back to. When you answer everything, every rumor, every comment, every person who slides into your mentions with something slick, you end up doing the work for the story instead of letting it die. Every response keeps the topic breathing. Every clarification turns into a new post, a new clip, a new headline for blogs to run with. And sometimes the response gets more attention than the original rumor did. That December 2025 Breakfast Club interview is a perfect example. Papoose went on the show to give his side of things, talked about how he wrote for Remy during her prison years, pushed back on the cheating narrative, tried to explain how their relationship ended. Claressa was right there with him, and according to people who watched it closely, she kept jumping into conversations that were really about Papoose and his marriage, things that happened before she was even in the picture. The moment that really made people stop and rewind was when Papoose called Claressa his best friend during the interview. Not his girlfriend, not his partner, his best friend. And then Claressa, in the same interview, talked about how they'd been together for over a year. People put those two statements side by side, and the comment sections wrote themselves. One person on X said plainly, "So we gonna ignore the fact that he said Claressa is his best friend." And she goes on to say they've been together for over a year. Straight jokes. That post spread fast. Now, was that a word choice thing? Was it intentional? Was he just not thinking? Nobody outside of that room actually knows. But it stuck, and it added another layer to how people are reading this whole situation, which is exactly why this week's live stream clip landed so hard. Because it's not dropping into a clean space, it's landing on top of 18 months of buildup. Remy's verse is still fresh. The Breakfast Club interview is still on people's minds. She was also swatting down boxing ban rumors in the same live. Somebody out there apparently started a story that she'd been banned from boxing, which is not true, and she shut that down too, called out fake bloggers, said, how, always lying. So she was doing double duty in one live stream, defending her relationship and defending her career at the same time. That energy came through in the clip, and people had a louty to say about it. Now here's the piece that I think deserves more conversation than it's getting right now. Claressa